Hello, my name is Charlie and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Kingdom of Heaven. In previous episode we managed to take a decent bit of land over here in Ethiopia, I believe, and we became a great power, so that's pretty decent. And we technically completed the tutorial, or learned the game thing, although we still got the colonized state thing in there, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Our innovation is still pretty much top notch. I mean, the tech spread could be definitely better. The literary rate is growing. Oh. Bordeaux is colonizing. Oh yeah, they're probably colonizing up here. Yeah, they're going for air. Huh. Right then. Austria is importing paper from us. Well, I suppose if they can't produce it themselves right now, then that makes sense. We could probably go and add in some more constructions to the queue. So is there anything else that we need? We need rubber. We definitely need to get some more engines. So we'll get the motor industries in Piedmont another level. There's probably some other areas we could expand those. Maybe another level over here in Emilia. I don't suppose we've got any other areas with that particular industry, do we? Not directly as far as I can tell. I mean, I suppose we can easily check it from here without... Okay, no, actually, Amhara and Sicily also have those. So Sicily would probably be another place to expand that a bit further. Although, it might not be hugely profitable, but it's good enough. Tooling workshop over here, on the other hand, would be very profitable, so let's give that a level. We could probably go ahead and build the logging camp there as well. There's a few buildings on the way. We still got 8.5 million. Oh, wow, actually, the investment pool is increasing very rapidly. Now, to be fair, we could potentially go ahead and extend the construction speed even further. It's not actually a terrible idea. Let's see, so Venetia, that's still got a decent bit of... You know what, we'll go ahead and get a construction... Oh, actually, we've got several construction sectors in Lombardy already. Our capital, how much do we have in there? We've got 3. I guess we could get another level there. Because we can probably increase the construction speed a decent bit. We are starting to have a little bit of bad relations with Luango over here, but, you know, chance is life. Might have a quick little conflict in there. We will also, once the infamy drops a little bit further, we'll do a war against Congo. I wanted to, or I kind of prefer to keep it below 25 to reduce the likelihood of others joining in against us. So once we get to like 13 infamy, which is going to be like a year and a half or something like that, then we'll be able to conquer Congo, and then that, oh, right, so Koto is starting to colonize. So there's a lot of these African nations are now starting to spread a little bit further. Mostly just going up here, I guess. Oh, that's fine. That's kind of beyond our reach right now. So Tigray, that would be, what, 15? 13.6 infamy. We can probably wait over here a little while before we start expanding further. I kind of want to get Congo next so that we can then start colonizing further inland in here. Making sure that the Portuguese don't spread too far. I mean, they do colonize, but they're not colonizing that quickly, luckily. They're not in a terrible situation in that regard. And our colony actually spreads rather rapidly. I mean, okay, we get about 0.5% per day, which isn't that bad. I suppose, did we get the institution leveled up? We did. Okay, well, that would make a bit of a difference there. We could maybe increase the social security a little bit. You know what, since we've got a lot of bureaucracy, we might as well use it. Law enforcement, on the other hand, we're not going to change it yet, unless we could pass the law, but there's not really a lot of support for it yet. There's not a huge amount of opposition for it, to be fair, either, so we could probably do it. We'll take the chance for it for now. Ooh, reward the workers in Sicily, or throughput in Sicily for the mines and whaling and fishing. Is there... Right, there's fishing and a bit of mining. It's not a huge amount of things in there. It's also a logging industry. It's for 2 years. Or 2 years get the +2 standard of living. You know what, we'll get the standard of living in there. It may not be that massive boost overall in the grand scheme of things, but it's 2 million population in there, so it's not bad in that regard. Got inefficient agriculture in Tuscany, sure. We'll take the migration attraction there then. I mean, it's not really all that bad situation there either, but we'll take it. Right, anything else that we are lacking in production other than rubber and glass and motor? I mean, I suppose explosives is another thing. Well, before we actually start building more, do we have fertilizer production? We've got okay, it could probably be higher. So let's go ahead and get the... You know what, we'll go ahead and build one fertilizer factory and one explosive factory in here. Because we got the sulfur production in here, we could probably also increase that. That'll give us a bit more explosives overall. And did we get the dynamites already? No, that started spreading, so we'll get that next round, essentially, on the techs. And the litter rate now we're at 62 worldwide in terms of litter rate. Okay, 63, somewhere around there anyway. So slowly improving that. The standard of living isn't all that great. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. And the GDP, we're still number 6 worldwide. We've got probably still, what, 10 million at least? Before we catch up. Oh, hold on. No, that's the wrong. Okay, no, it's about 5 point something. Or around 5 million to catch up with Russia. To catch up with France, we need to do quite a bit more work. I do wonder, would there be anyone willing to maybe change our customs union or customs union? Look, Ethereum might join, Oyo might join, Switzerland might join if we offer an obligation. You know what, we'll bring in Switzerland. There we go. And I'm guessing we've got fairly good relations with Tripolitania. So what we could maybe do is if we just invite them to the customs, we don't necessarily need to. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind making the protectorate though, so we'll maybe hold off on that plan for now. At least the infamy is dropping fairly rapidly, and I guess Turkey is also part of the state in here. I mean, if we have a look at the state, it's split between us, the French. Oh, the French are colonizing on the northern end there. Right, I see. So we won't be getting this state completely colonized by us. I suppose that's fair. At least our colony is kind of growing, but I suppose the French colony is probably growing even faster. No, it's not growing faster. We are growing faster than they are. Desperate allies. A brutal dedicated police force has sat in a deadlock. The petite bourgeoisie have advocated for enlisting Leopold Birnbaum's assistance in relying the intelligentsia in favor of the government. That would be 20% success chance. That would be pretty decent. Yeah, we'll take the 20% chance. The other options weren't really that enticing. In contrast, so there we go. We're going to start getting a whole lot more engines now. That'll be good. Of course, we haven't gotten the electric engines or like that yet. We haven't even unlocked electricity itself. Although it's 1890, so we're probably a little bit behind in times there. But it's not the worst situation. Oh, there's the motor engines in Emilia. Upgrades level 2. So if we actually have a look at our market just in case, the members. So our states make the 4th out of the top 5. And then of course after that we take a whole lot more. But Benin's actually fairly valuable. Let's have a look at Benin. So what do they have in there? They have quite a bit of mines, a whole lot of farming. That's probably what's causing them a decent bit of profitability in there. And of course they got a decent selection of industries. So there is that, and I'm guessing, hold on, did they have a lot of trade centers? Not really, no. Okay. Well, they've got a decent bit of GDP in here total at least. Okay, yeah, grain is the biggest one there. Makes 14%, the fruits make 9%, then there's the iron, there's tobacco, sugar, so it's mostly raw resources that they're producing. Ooh, civilized emission is spreading. That's actually going to be quite handy. We'll take that one, and then we can just continue colonizing even faster. How's the infamy now? It's 17, so we still need to let that drop a little bit further than that. Oh, now we've got a bit of authority issue. I suppose it might be time to remove... did we have a... Oh. This would be good for agriculture. I think we're going to remove the agriculture encouragement over there. So it might reduce the GDP a little bit, but at least we won't be losing too much authority all the time. But we'll probably need to remove some more of those. Although we've got... Actually, we've got a decent bit of production or construction right now. Yeah, we do. We're still making a lot of money. Which is not bad, mind you. Not bad at all. And we could probably just increase the construction speed even further. Right, well... I guess actually let's have a look at that. Where should we build that? We don't have any in Somaliland yet, but there's not really a lot of workers in there, I reckon. Yeah, there's not a lot of unemployment there. Tuscany could maybe use one. There's not that much unemployment there either, to be fair. It's already got 3. Umbria's got 1. See, Apulia doesn't have 1 yet. I guess we could get them a construction sector. And then let's have a look at, in our capital, what would there be somewhat really profitable? I mean, the textile mill is already upgrading. We could probably get that another level, though. Get that level 5. We've been improving our relations with the French quite successfully. Well, it's not cordial relations yet or anything like that, but we're getting there. Assuming that we don't do too many war declarations yet, we'll be mostly fine. Oh, we can now trade with Canada. Huh. Wait, are they... No, they're still part of the British market, at least. And I think they are probably still a Dominion. Yeah, they're still a Dominion. Alright, then. How's the colonies going in here? Not going all that quickly. I do actually wonder, is there any sort of, wait, release subjects, so there's quite a bit of things in here. Oh, we could declare so many interests. Okay, let's get going with that. Put one in Anatolia. We'll put in one in England, just in case. We could maybe put one in Sanji. So we could potentially do a war against Meridian Kingdom at some point. We'll probably put in interest in Japan and Manchuria. Maybe North India. I didn't realize we had this many, but I suppose since we're a great power, that does give us a bit of bonuses. We'll put in one in, probably in Caribbean, actually. Because that's going to be shared by quite a few nations, and then maybe Senegal. Not that we necessarily need those, but we can probably do it. Actually, so what's the colony options in there that we have? So Congo and Gabon. Gabon we haven't started doing. The French and the Dutch are colonizing that fairly quickly. At least in Congo, we're doing a pretty good job. And, oh, rubber discovered in Gondra. Oh, well, well, well. I shall go and build a couple of rubber plantations in there. Well, build 5. Hoping that the dedicated police force will pass through, because that would basically make sure that the civic nobility will not really be influential at all. Oh, well, we'll get an extra 15% chance for it, but we did not progress it any further yet. But at least the likelihood, or odds are slightly better now. So, we do still have a bit of a lack of explosives, but I suppose a lot of the other things have reduced in shortage. We'll need a lot of coal, though, and I guess we do need a lot of grain still. So I guess it's good that Benin is doing that. Or, is it Benin? Hold on a minute. Yes, Benin. Okay, we got an exile from Prussia in the meanwhile, and there's all the interest activated. Most of them don't really concern me too much, but it's good to have them. Private sector is definitely doing quite a bit of construction work, but so are we. We'll be doing a lot of plantations. Of course, what we could do is get another construction sector in here. Although, I suppose, do we have a lot of shortage in iron by chance? Not a lot, but we do have a bit of shortage in there. Okay, so there's one iron mine being built there. I suppose Umbria could get another one. Wouldn't be too bad. Maybe Piedmont could get another few. Start building some more mines. And it looks like the Austrian Civil War is slowly being sorted, I guess. We just need to get our infamy a little bit lower, then we can do the war in Congo. I think, how was it 13 or 11? I think it was 11, wasn't it? 11.6, so we're almost there. We will wait a little bit longer. Like, we'll get to 13 infamy, and then we can declare the war. We will probably need to send in one army from Italy. We'll just use the smaller of the two to take care of that war. I'm technically speaking, it might be, I don't know if it's going to be that much shorter. It's probably on par with the troops from Ethiopia, but I think the troops from Italy are just going to be slightly better quality. Mostly because they've got more artillery and that sort of things. Well, okay, we get another 15% chance. Well, I mean, at least it's a pretty good odds on there now. We've got already almost 75 million GDP as well. So that has definitely been growing and growing during this. Now, we are going to get the explosive factory soon. I'm kind of hoping that we can get the dynamite research soon. I mean, it's currently on the monitors. After that, it's going to be the dynamite, which is already coming along fairly nicely. Ooh, what's this then? Tripolitania, which is trade agreement. You know what? Sure. It'll cost us a little bit of influence, but that's not too bad. Maybe we can sort of just bring them in as a protectorate without having to force them. I mean, if we go and make a protectorate, they will not accept. But we have a protectorate as subject, except the military power difference. Independent play plus 100. Okay. I mean, I suppose we can't do that with Greece or someone. No. Because we got two good relations and all that. Plus we got the defense. Actually, we got an alliance with Greece, so that would be not happening anyway. Incorporated population is already 30 million. We've got almost 10 million unincorporated population. So our population definitely has been growing. We've got 57% literary and almost 11 standard of living. On average, like, it's still not great, but at least it's improving. Cross-border investments in Switzerland. You know what? I'm okay with that. The Swiss are in our market now. Oh, social security investment increased to level 2. There we go. We've still got a decent bit of bureaucracy available. That might increase some of the costs, but I guess it will also improve the average standard of living, especially for unemployed and that sort of people. Oh, Prussia and Austria are fighting. Okay. I suppose Austria is currently fighting the civil war, so they're going to be in a bit of a mess. But if, let's say, what is the war goals there? So there's German leadership, conquer Krakow. Alright, then I was just thinking, like, eventually we'll have to do our war against Austria to get Istria and South Tyrol, most likely. Is there? No, there's no gold mines there. What's this then? Sway attempt against Russia. Russia sides with Ottoman Empire. Oh. Oh, Ottomans are now the leadership. And they're... Okay, I'm not going to join on that one. Because we wouldn't really get anything from that. So, you know, I'm okay if you lose a bit of land. You try to sway me again. The subject of Tahiti. No. You can keep trying, but I'm not going to join into that war. Okay, we'll get another 15% chance of that. I mean, you know, the odds are definitely improving constantly from the, like, 9% that we started with, so it's not bad in that regard, but at the same time, we're not getting all that much forward in there. Still got quite a bit of radicals, although I think the radical numbers are dropping. The loyalist numbers are fairly solid still. We've got relatively good legitimacy. I don't suppose we could improve that. We'd have to keep the petty bourgeoisie in power, though, so no, we can't really improve it. I mean, we could improve it a tiny bit, but it's not enough to get to the next bracket. At least the colonization in Congo is moving smoothly enough. And once we are... I suppose I can't... I'm going to declare neutrality in here, actually. There we go, they won't be able to call me in anymore. And then that means that I could potentially start the diplomatic play against Congo. Congo State. And let's go ahead and... Well, I'm not going to activate the army quite yet. Oh, I could survey the Suez Isthmus. That's going to be a whole lot of bureaucracy. Ah. We'll also try to do the surveys of Nile. Okay, we might do some of that. Monitor unlocked. There we go. Right, so can we upgrade the fleet directly? I don't think we can. They're probably two different... Oh, no, we can. Oh, to torpedo boats. Oh. Alright, then. Oh, because that was what was selected in there. Well, I suppose that's probably a better option anyway. So what do these take? They take a lot of ironclad, so let's go ahead and switch all the military shipyards to produce steel hulls. And yes, we will continue with that plan. Right, I think it's time to go ahead and activate the army that is going to be taking care of this war. So, mobilize. Move in here because it's going to take 60 days almost to arrive. So it's better to start moving at least. So there's a bit of a shortage of men of wars right now. Oh, Russia sides with Congo. Russia? That's not allowed. Well, I mean, I suppose what we can do is we can move in our fleet. I suppose they are currently upgrading, so we'll probably give them a bit of time with the fleet. But then we can just move the fleet in there. We'll probably keep some troops. I don't know if they're going to be trying to do landings somewhere. They've got a lot of stuff in here. There's a Russian fleet there. They got at least a small army heading in here. Russia declared rivalry. I mean, two can play that game. That's a whole lot more influence. So is there anyone that I could invite into the war then? We could potentially invite Britain. But what could I give them? A transfer state? What do they want? No, I don't want to give the Niger Delta, so no, we can't invite you. Who else? Belgium? I'm guessing you want to... Oh, obligation. Okay, how much of an army does Belgium have? 64 battalions, 24 or 27 flotillas. It's not all that much. Netherlands could maybe be pulled in. But they want transfer state. Nope, that's not an option. I mean, it's an option, but it's not a viable or good option, let's put it that way. I think we could probably fight them on my own. We'll have a fleet. I mean, admittedly, the enemy's going to have a lot larger fleet. I don't know if it's going to have a much better fleet, is the question. I think what we shall do is we will... Oh, right, that's the Ethiopian army. We could probably put in some sugar in there and tobacco input as well. And then, of course, the main armies, we don't actually want to put... Well, actually, no, we can put in the liquor in there. We've got so much liquor in our markets that that's fine. And the 4th Papal army is also going to get that one. There we go. So that's slightly better. We could probably go ahead and mobilize the big army. Or maybe the Ethiopian army could be mobilized first. In case we need it. If they're sending in more troops in here? Yeah, they're sending quite a few. Well, in that case, what I could do is I could just hold the line for a while. And then start singing convoys going in there. Let's actually go ahead and... How's the fleet looking like? It's still mostly frigates, but I think we're going to have to... Actually, no, I don't... If we mobilize it now, it won't be able to do the things. There's the first army arriving in now. Market access is going to be... Oh, decisions of it. Oh, right, these... Suez Isthmus and all that. Progress to amendment. Right, finally we're getting some progress on the law there. Right, I'm going to let the private sector take care of the construction while we're doing the war. Just to reduce the costs. So our army is going to be in here. I'm thinking of switching you to the defend front stance for now, because the Russians are going to be there in large numbers. They don't have particularly great attack values, so we probably have a roughly equal troops. Yeah, shrapnel, lancers, and skirmish. So if we just hold them back for a while, and send in the army from maybe Ethiopia as well down that way to defend. So we'll have about 60 battalions there, which will be a fairly sizable army, all things considered. We should be able to defend... oh, and we've got the... Did we get the machine guns already? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we did, because we just got the monitors unlocked. And we can get the military statistics underway. And after that, it's probably going to be the Gantry cranes. We can kind of guess that already. Dynamite will be done soon. Then, I don't know which one is going to be. Vulcanization or railway cars. Either one would be quite handy. So they can't invite anyone in. I can't invite anyone in. I mean, do I want to put in war goals? If I do war reparation from Russia, it would be handy, but at the same time, we'd have to then do some stuff against them. So it's easier to just let them get a white piece out of this. Oh, we need to have more convoys. Okay, well, I mean, that's something that we could probably build real quick. There's a lot of fighting in here, in Austria. Oh, right, we're still... Okay. Where do we have one military shipyard? We're going to switch this one back to wooden hulls. Right, some matter was until the fleet have been trained, I suppose. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a few ports as well. That's probably going to be in the... hold on, is it in here? Ah, buildings, there we go. So, ports, we need to get a few... Let's see, I mean, Tuscany is a bit low on infrastructure, so we'll build one in there. Piedmont could get another one. Calabria could get one. Lazio could get one. So that's a few ports underway. That's going to cost us a little bit of money, but I think that's fine. The enemy hasn't activated too much troops yet. I don't think they'll be activating too much either. It's like they probably want to have some, but they don't want to spend too much money on unnecessary fighting. So how is the fleet looking like right now? It is 22 torpedo boats, still 15 frigates, slowly upgrading. And then we've got some ironclads. We've got 3+3, okay. I don't think I'll be building those, to be fair, but that's alright. So, the war has started. And I have a feeling that our troops with the... Well, we've got 30 battalions right now. We've got another 30 underway from here. 31, actually. Oh, naval invasion in Lazio, okay. Oh. Alright, well, let's mobilize that. And switch these to defend the front. Actually, which one of these is better at defending front? Your offensive planners, you'll be in the advance front, and I guess you'll be in the defend front. So they got an invasion underway. I suppose they haven't started yet, but they are on the way. Oh yeah, there's a lot of troops coming in. How is the numbers advantage in there? They've got a lot of flotillas. The troops... It's not going to be a large army, actually. So we can probably push them back. The Red Scare. Garden Proletarian Revolt. It could happen here. Yeah, it could happen here. Right, are they sending a whole lot of troops down south then, by chance? There's a few units heading in there. I don't know if they're planning on invasions other than Lazio. No, I think that's the only one. And we've got our troops active in there. So even if they get to do the landing, it's not necessarily going to be enough. Now, our fleet over here is slowly still upgrading. It's not going to require that much more. And then we can send it out, maybe to first harass the enemy. Actually, we can just use it in here to harass the shipping, right? I think that's where they're getting most of their supplies through. Or we could send it down here to raid convoys. That's a possibility as well. One way or the other, we need to sort of reduce the amount of convoys they get to Congo. And that way, just starve them in there. And then we can just march in and defeat them in combat. So we'll have our troops in there already. That'll be good enough, I suppose. There we go. 76.1 million GDP, that is. Oh, they are they sinking convoys? Oh, yeah, they are sinking convoys. Oh, it's right there, isn't it? Okay, well, let's have a look at the fleet. Is it ready? We'll go into intercept over there for now. We might have a bit of combat in here. Oh, there we go, low progress of voting. So they haven't started the landings quite yet. I suppose we've got an army there ready to defend. Oh, there we go, we got a bit of a interception on the convoy radius in here, and I suspect we've got a bit higher offense. No, actually, no, they've got higher defense than we got offense. We've got more ships, they've got ironclads and monitors, whereas we got the torpedo boats, which I guess, yeah, they got much higher offense than defense. If we have a look at the monitors, I suppose, how's that? It's not that much. They got fairly good ironclads in there. They got a decent chunk of them. But even then, while we're taking a bit of losses in here, they're taking more. And we'll wreck that fleet, and then I guess we can just go ahead and start convoy raiding. Possibly in here, or we could go down to there to start convoy raiding. They are sinking our convoys, which is not great. Of course, we are building more ports, so we can replenish those numbers. They still haven't started the landings in here. Oh, there we are. There's the first combat. It's going to be a loss, obviously. Unless they get a really lucky landing, they won't get much headway in here. We got our best army defending. There we go. We'll wreck that fleet. I'm just going to go ahead and move you. Well, I suppose you could raid convoys there for now. So we've lost a lot of convoys. Improved supply network completed. There we go. Technically speaking, we lost more convoys than what we've gained, but that's alright. Any fights going in Congo yet? Not as far as I can tell. Because the enemy's organization is a bit low on some of these. That's still traveling in. You know what we could do is we could take the armies. Let's see, that's direct supply requisition, all-up defender. Okay, so you are going to do a bit of advanced front here. Let's see if we can't make some headway while we wait for the convoy raiding to take place and all that. Still losing a lot of convoys in Western Mediterranean. They've got a fairly sizable fleet in there. They've also got, oh, there's the dynamite. There we go. Resource chance or discovery chance increased. There's going to be another victory in Italy. Right. Well, if we got that, let's, first of all, how are we doing on the explosive production? We could have a bit more, but I suppose there's an easy way to do that. By just increasing the production at the explosive factory. It'll require a little bit more paper and fertilizer and, well, basically everything input-wise, but that will provide us a bit more production. A lot more explosives, in fact. And then what we could do is... Oh, is that... Alright, vacuum cannon, we don't have the oil for that. But what we can then do is... maybe the... Why is the one that we need most in the mining right now? I mean, the iron we need quite a bit. We need a lot of coal, so coal might be the best one. But how much would it cost? So how much... First of all, explosives. We probably now got a little bit extra production. It may not have taken place yet. So we've got 84 negative in there. So let's go ahead and take... maybe we'll start with Venetia. Coal mines, get some dynamites in there. So that's 120 explosives. That will be a 300 extra coal. So it's not all bad. So let's get that in there. We're raiding some enemy convoys hopefully in here. Or if nothing else, we might... well, no, we didn't intercept that one. Oh, there we go. The invasion was a failure. And improved fertilizer spreading. Alright. Go ahead and queue that one up then. I was hoping for one of these, but... oh well. So after that is the society. I don't know what it's going to be spreading after that. But we do know that in the military section, it is going to definitely be the... No, actually, yeah, military statistics. After that, it's going to be the Gentry cranes. Because there's no other option that I can start spreading to quite yet. So we've got a bit of combat in here. We are going to get a victory, actually. If we can push them out of here before the Russian reinforcements arrive, that would actually be quite handy. We might not succeed in that quite yet, but at least getting partially, or part of the state already would be very handy. At least the colonization is still going rather nicely. So that's a victory. We didn't really gain much land there. Oh no, we did get a little bit. Probably not enough to stop them from bringing more troops in, though. Are they doing another landing? Oh, yeah, they're trying to do another landing in Lazio. This time with 42 battalions. I guess we, in the meanwhile, will just have a bit of nice combat in Congo and win the war. Desperate allies. Intelligence and pop attraction plus 15%. Not really a bad thing. Plus 20% chance of success. Yeah, we'll take it. I don't really see a negative in that as much. Red Revolution, yellow headlines. Newspapers sympathetic to the interests of petty bourgeoisie have printed numerous stories about the revolutionary desires of communists in Kingdom of Heaven. The articles paint lurid pictures of strikes and planned terrorism. We must get this situation under control. That would increase the dedicated police force support, or POP support, or military police force POP support, which we are already going to get the dedicated police force soon enough, or we're going to reduce the petit porter's power. Now, to be fair, petit porter is part of the government, so we'll probably go for the first option. Get a little bit more loyalists that way as well. It looks like the battles in Congo are going quite well. General's misfired cannon. And a fair bit when arrested Delorny and Golemod La Rova's spouse, or Rivera's spouse, has reached our ears, threatening to affect his public image if we don't destitute the general. Who is this Defend Front? I guess he's currently... Hold on. That's the one that is still in Italy. He'll step down. You know what? We'll take that one down and we can just hire a new unit or new general for the army. What does the imposing do? Lose morale loss? Oh, okay. It's not too bad. And there's... oh, all of these are civic nobility. Okay, well that doesn't help much. I suppose we could take this one. It doesn't have the psychological affliction, so slightly better option. And then we'll just go ahead and use the defend front at least on one of them, in case we need to. So we are going to have another victory over here. They took a whole lot more casualties than we did. But the fact that we are hopefully... No, we're losing a lot of convoys actually. So we're not sinking any of their convoys, mind you. We might need to do one more battle, or maybe two more battles in here. Then we might actually have a victory at our hands, at least in Congo. Ooh, that's going to be... Well, it might actually still be a victory, because the manpower is on our side, and while they got slightly better defense modifier than we have attack... Oh man, it's going to be a really close battle. Depends if we can get rid of the poor visibility and get something better in there. Then we will probably win. I mean, we are still kind of gaining more ground in here than we're losing troops. I mean, it's a bit costly. Oh, charter terrain. There we go. Kill rate is increased. So, yeah. They got a controlled retreat. The morale is going down quickly, but the recovery rate is improved. It looks like the Russians actually got some more troops in here. But how is the front line looking like right now? Okay, they got 63 battalions. Have they lost... The morales are pretty low on some of the units, at least. So we've got a good chance of pushing them one more time, I guess. Okay, that's going to be a loss. I guess in that case, we could just go ahead and switch the armies to hold the ground for a while. And wait for the... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and send this one to sink convoys over there. It looks like we got some battles in Italy as well. Which, really hard to see there, but yeah, that's going to be a... Oh yeah, that's going to be an easy victory. I suspect that the Russians might be willing to take the peace deal at some point. They're not a negotiating partner, but yeah, there's their war support will eventually go to zero, and then that means that they'll probably just give up. Of course, if we were to lose this war, which I don't think we will, but if we were to, we'd just only have to pay, and that's not too bad. But I do believe we are actually out of time for this episode, so we'll have to conclude this war in the next one. But if you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.